You know that I love movie talks as kind of my gateway to CI. I find them super approachable, super accessible because the story is already there for you. Last week I shared a roundup of spring-themed movie talks, but I know this time of year you might see something that looks like a great idea and you're like, I just don't have the energy to do that. So this week what I want to do is share with you one of my favorite movie talks from that roundup already made for you. And I'm just going to kind of talk through my thought process, especially if you're new to movie talks. It can be helpful to look at what somebody else has done so you can see, oh, this is how I could use this strategy. And of course, I'm going to share the slides and the stuff all ready for you. So let's take a look. Of course, these are editable, so you can make changes, tweak them for your classes, your levels. To find these slides, they're just going to be linked in the description box below. I wanted to walk you through really quickly the possible script and where my brain went with this. If you've seen my video where I explain how I like to make movie talks, you know that I like to write out my script first, then go grab the screenshots, and I like to keep it really simple, like 12 sentences or less. So the possible script I wrote out for you is: Hay dos animales, están en la cocina, el animal verde lava los platos. The animal, that el animal verde is a lizard thing. Let's look at it really quick. I don't know. It kind of looks like a made-up doodly thing, so I went with animal. You could, of course, use the word for lizard if you wanted to. That's not the important part here, so I didn't want to focus on that too much. Entonces, el gato le responde, sí, usa el robot aspirador. And that here, if you are not using the screenshots, if you're playing and pausing it, make sure that you have milked all of the first part of this with your discussion first, because what happens is going to kind of derail them and you don't want to proceed because you want them to watch the video to get the full comedic and like shock surprise factor. If you just tell them, hay una explosión, they're going to be like, because they'll understand, and that'll kind of ruin the surprise. So when you get here, that's why this is in this slide, and then there's one more. It's because I want them to see this in action. And I'm sorry if I just ruined the ending for you because you hadn't watched it first. The clip itself is only 45 seconds long. They are speaking, so you could mute it if you want, but I think 30 seconds in English is totally fine. And you can, of course, talk about circling this. Like I said, movie talks are so flexible. You can use it to talk about any language you want. This obviously lends itself really well to house and chore vocabulary. Like there's things in the kitchen that you can talk about. You could have a discussion about that, talk about who does what chores in your house, all of those sorts of things. And then just when you're ready to watch the actual video, make sure you do this before you talk about that. So again, if you wanted to grab these slides, they are linked down in the description box below. Thanks so much. I hope you have fun.